trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was the top man at his
What's up, guys? It's Shake and Bake. I'm here in the bunker, man. It's time for another gaming spotlight. Another World War II shooter. Before I tell you about the shooter, real quick, as you can see from the overlay, Hobbs on the other side over there, he's not in right now. But join us every Friday. We're live streaming on Twitch, a new show we're calling The Bunker. And all we're playing on there is World War I and World War II games. And in the queue, in the future, will be Days of War, of course. And that's what I'm here to talk about in this gaming spotlight. You guys know I've done these before for other games. For Traction Wars, Battalion 1944, and now out of the blue comes another World War II shooter, Days of War. And we're gonna start off, we're gonna show you, get the juices flowing with this announcement trailer. Let's check this thing out. Here we go. I may stop it at some points. All right, stop it right there. Unreal Engine 4. One thing they say it's gonna look good. Unreal Engine looks 4, and this is gonna be close quarters combat, smaller maps, so they can push that fidelity. We're not talking large scale maps here, so they can pack a lot of detail, a lot of those kind of good looking special effects, and you're gonna see some of that in a minute. Here we go. There's a little bit of flame coming out the end of that barrel. That gotta hurt. Oh, bodies. I like seeing that, so we got some good ragdoll effects going on there. That was the trailer. It's the first thing I saw. Someone tells me they got a Kickstarter going. And I'm like, we just had a Battalion 1944, which kicked butt. Is this going to work? Another World War II shooter, kind of the same, close quarters combat, taking us back to the Medal of Honor days, Call of Duty 2 kind of thing. And so let's check out another one. Here's another one that they've got up. Let's check a little bit of this out. And I'm going to tell you some things I'm really digging and some things I'm a little concerned about. Check this one out. All right, I'm telling you right now, I like the sounds. I saw some comments about the sounds. I dig it. They got some oomph to them, some intensity. We got some smoke effects right there. Let's keep going.
Welcome to Days of War.
Here we go. Here's the team.
Days of War is a next-generation online World War II shooter, and it's releasing in 2016.
Okay, stop right there. So here's the big one of the differences between this game and Battalion 1944. This, I'm going to talk about backer rates here in a minute. If you get into this, like into the certain level, it's about $70-something. You're going to be in the alpha in April 2016. So we're not talking a year away from now. We're talking like right around the corner. You can get into the pre-alpha and the beta of this game this year. So let's keep going.
I love World War II games. I've been playing them for the last 15 years of my life. And I've been waiting for one of the classics to get remade. And it never happened. So we decided 2 years ago that we would do it ourselves.
We at Driven Arts set out to build a successor to the World War II games we played endlessly growing up. Something about ordering drone strikes from iPads just feels a little impersonal.
Yeah, don't you guys agree? It's just getting so old. That's why we started the show, The Bunker. We're going back to, you know, bolt rifles, that kind of gameplay, no nukes, no nothing. Let's keep going. What's funny is that's my son upstairs right there. I love that.
Unreal Engine
They got some nice images of the model. It looks really, really good. Weathered effects and all that looks really nice.
4 and physically based rendering have allowed us to bring this period in history to a level of fidelity never seen before.
Looking good.
We think this attention to detail is what adds that human touch to the game. So it makes you feel like you're back in World War II.
Let's stop right there. I like a little blood in game. I'd like to see like limbs coming off, to be honest. I hope they put that in as a stretch goal or something. Arm blow off, maybe even a leg, a kneecap, guy screaming for his mama. But look at the blood on there. I mean, I like it. Could be toned down a hair, maybe spraying out, maybe coming out of the neck. But at least there's some gore. I'd take more of it, actually.
Set out to build Days of War with one simple goal.
Okay, but let's stop right there. Now, only thing, you're going to see a little bit of this. And I've heard through the grapevine that they may adjust this. I don't know, though. I hope. There's a lot of speed in this game. The running speed seems very fast. And even like the shooting right there, almost like laser sight type shooting. You know, you're shooting off a whole bunch of rounds, not much recoil. I think that would be a drawback of this game, in my opinion, as a kind of a World War II, World War I FPS lover, like Hobbs over there with me. I'm a little worried about that, like a shooter on rails. I think I'd love to see this a little slower paced, some recoil in those weapons, especially when you're doing 6v6. Man, I'd hate to see it turn into like Call of Duty, but in World War II, but like current Call of Duty, or almost like Quake Wars, you know, this kind of twitch, super fast. I don't know. I hope
Fast, competitive gameplay.
See, he even says fast. That's the only thing I'm nervous about.
And that means everything from ensuring that our animations don't interfere with player control, making sure that skill is what always comes first. It means testing all of our weapons to make sure that they have exactly the right feel. They need to feel weighty yet balanced.
Okay, that looks good. I love the ground cover, the thick grass, all of that. I am a foliage, grass bush, psychotic nut job. I love that in a shooter when there's concealment, where you can crawl through that stuff. It adds to the immersion, adds to the tactics in the game. I hope that stays like that. Now, you see what I'm talking about? There's really no lift to that weapon. Firing from the hip, shooting like that. You know, there should be a lot of big wide pattern from those bullets, no accuracy. So we'll see how that plays out. That's pretty epic right there. But again, you got it's on a bipod legs, but it's on top of sandbags. There'd be a little more kick to it than that, trust me.
For the last 2 years,
I like seeing the snow like that,
a team of
weather
artists,
effects.
animators, sound designers, and programmers have lent their time, but more importantly, their passion, to create a game that we're really proud of.
Good for
and
you
really
guys.
excited to share with you.
Well, good for you.
But we see this as only just the beginning.
Okay.
Because we're not just trying to remake the classics. We're dreaming a little bigger.
Okay, you see how fast that guy was moving? I'm going to back that up again, because that's so extreme. Watch how fast this guy is moving. They got to tone this down, in my opinion. Watch.
Because we're not just trying to remake the
Watch this
classics.
guy. Look, right here. Look at that.
Dreaming
Look
a
at
little
that.
bigger.
Way too fast. Way too fast.
What's missing from the classic?
Let's stop it there. You guys can watch. I'll put the links below. Let's move on to the next one. This one here is actually gameplay footage from this pre-alpha. Remember that pre-alpha. Here's some gameplay footage, and you're really going to see that strafing, fast-paced. Now, some of you may like that. You know, this might be for some people. You see how fast it is? Now, let's stop there. I do love the tracers going down range. That's a really nice look. But I'd love to see the reward for aiming down sights versus this firing from the hip. You know, if this turns into like Counter-Strike, you know, everybody's shooting from the hip, spraying. I don't know. I don't think. I think it would be much more popular if you were aiming down sights. You know, if there's more of a kick, the pace was a little slower. But that could just be because I'm an old fart too. Let's keep going. I do like a lot of the detail, the rubble, the you know, trash, all of that stuff. I think that's a nice effect. Hopefully it has all that kind of detail in the maps, the ambiance. And you can see right there, you see how fast that this conflict, right? These two men that are fighting each other in this game, you know, it's so fast, you know. And I just think, man, in a World War II game, there's nothing better than some of these other World War II games out there where you've got that tension that builds with these older style weapons, where, you know, even close quarters combat like that, even real life, you know, people are missing because their nerves and all that. And I think hopefully, again, this is not a shooter on rails where you can just spray, no lift, no kick, and just spray people down. Watch, here we go. And again, this is just the pre-alpha stuff, that whatever they're doing, closed pre-alpha. So it'd be interesting. Hopefully we hear back from the devs if it's going to stay like that. Because if it doesn't, if they slow it down, I'm all over this. I'm buying in, and I'm getting into that pre-alpha. I'd love to do some coverage on my my channel in the bunker with Hobbs, because he's thinking about getting it as well. All right, let's stop it there, guys. All right, let's talk about the Kickstarter. This is the thing that's the big difference right now. Is this is around the corner. Alpha in April 2016, closed pre-alpha, and then beta in June 2016. To get into that closed pre-alpha, it is going to take you 79 big ones to get in that. Okay. And if you do 59, you're getting in the beta, and that's going to be in June. And let's see here, $55 is early access level, which is going to be, according to their timeline, down in August of 2016. So that's kind of, you're going to get into this game early. That's kind of the backing levels. Right now in the Kickstarter, they're at 30,000. That's a good sign. They're going for 100,000. Got 24 days left. I think they're going to make it. And that's a good thing. I love Hobbs and I know some other friends of mine. We love these World War II shooters. You can't have too many of them. Let's check out. They do got a website you can check out. I'll put the links to all this. They got some forums going. They got a Discord channel, I guess you can jump on. Looks like some people are making some comments in there, and I think that is it. Days of War announced trailer. I hope I hear back about the speed thing. If I hear it's going to be slowed down, if I hear they're going to work on not where the focus is not just fire from the hip and spraying with kind of weapons on tracks kind of thing, that there's some recoil and those things. I'm definitely all over this. I know Hobbs is considering the pre-alpha pack. Leave your comments below. What do you guys think, especially with Battalion 1944 coming out now, Days of War? You gonna jump on this one early, or are you gonna wait for the year for Battalion 1944, or get them both? I'm gonna do both. Why not? Oh, I want to mention a couple of things for you too about the actual game itself that I also think is promising. Is they're talking about dedicated servers, 6v6. They're also talking about mod support for the communities, which I think will be awesome. So again, real kind of PC focused. The other thing they're talking about, it's all being about competition. The environments, Unreal Engine 4, and they're going to push the limits of that. Gameplay variety, I think their search and destroy is going to be in there. I think that's in the difference than Battalion 1944. And again, deep support for modding and player content. So that's pretty epic right there. So I'll put the links below. One last difference. Well, I already said it, but basically the money is going to go towards basically finishing the game. It's pretty much playable, it looks like. Now they just want to put those finishing touches on it. Maps, characters, weapons, those kind of things. Just kind of get the finishing stuff on and roll it out during 2016. Look forward to your comments, guys. Check out the bunker. I'll put the link below to Twitch channel every Friday, 7, 8 p.m. UTC minus 6 hours. And we're having a lot of fun. We did Verdun last week. We did Red Orchestra 2 tonight. It was Rising Storm tonight. It was awesome. I think next week we're going to do, I don't know what we're going to do. Maybe Day of Infamy. We'll find something we want to jump on. It'll be a lot of fun. Cheers, peace, guys. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the likes. And I'll see you guys in the gaming world.